You have to do this right now. You can't do it 5, 6 years from now. You got to start doing this now. All right? Especially the higher your risk factors are, the more likely you are to die, and the faster you've got to try to get this whole situation under control. Because, folks, I'm telling you right now, the world is getting crazy. 1 in 3 children are overweight. Okay? Do you remember when we went to school, you used to see the vegetable truck back up to the school? And somebody was in there, some poor woman, okay, was working in there, or I shouldn't be sexist, it could have been a guy. But at the same point, I loved my lunch ladies. And they were in there chopping fresh fruit up and fresh vegetables up and cooking stuff all day long. They don't do that anymore. Everything comes prepackaged, it's set up, they just heat it up, and it's processed. We are making our kids fatter and fatter because they have to eat more and more food just to get any nutritional value out of it. You got to make a list of the causes of death. Literally, just get a sheet of paper, make a family tree, and start looking at things. If this one and this one and this one died of heart attacks, you put a 3 over there. If this one and this one and this one and this one died of cancer, you got a 4. All right? You've got to attack those types of problems. You've got to get the testing done. You've got to take the steps towards it. Start to overlap the most common causes of death and look for comparisons. You remember the top 10 chart? Okay? Well, if you've had 5 people in your family die of a heart attack, and you've had 5, and you look at that chart and it's way up there on the top, I'd say you got a problem. And you're going to need to deal with that. You're going to have to take the steps, get yourself in shape, make sure you're eating right, make sure you get that heart scan, make sure you get a 12-lead EKG, get a stress test, do all those things. You got to take the time to speak to professionals about removing your risk factors. That's a key. Okay? And I'm going to warn you about something. And I'll say it a couple times tonight. Doctors do not get training in nutrition. There is not a medical school in the country that requires training in nutrition. Now, they can still have it. Okay? They can still learn it. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Okay? But at the same point, be careful, because they don't have backgrounds in nutrition. But how many times you see a doctor on TV telling you advice about nutrition? Okay? How many times you see him talk to you about exercise? I have a very simple rule in my office. People say, well, my doctor says, I say, you know what? You go back and you tell your doctor, show me your abs. Because I'll be happy to show them to you. Gary's taken pictures of my abs before. They're on the internet somewhere. All right? Take time and the steps to correct those risk factors. Big key important thing. And make mild to moderate exercise a part of your daily life. It doesn't, you don't have to train to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to train to be a world-class athlete. But you do have to put exercise in it. We're going to get into why later. And like I said, get that basic testing done if you're at a risk. You've got to make a change. Changing your diets and behavior habits can lead to longer lifespans. Okay? Various herbs. All you have to do, Google my name, Dr. Dave Ryan, on the internet. Put the word herb afterwards. Okay? It's not my uncle. But articles are going to come up that are going to tell you my top 10 herbs that I suggest that you go get. Okay?